So we are going to kick off today. Once again, welcome to the window. And we are going to kick off today with our headlines. And we're going to go around the state and give you all the headlines of what's going on. And just to preface this, I had a little technical difficulties, but you still should have gotten an email a little bit before, probably only came out like 20 minutes ago. Our system was not a happy camper. I don't know if you guys ever have that this morning, but it just finally went out. And so if you are nervous or worried about some of the links, we're going to put them in the chat, but also make sure that you go back and get that email, because everything we're going to talk about today is in that email. So that's one of the reasons we make sure you get it. But Nancy, why don't we start with you? Because I know WBENC just came out with an announcement of some good stuff going on in June.
Yes. Welcome everyone. And on the WBENC front, the June conference, which is traditionally in person during the third week in June, will this year be an online virtual event. Similar somewhat to the Summit and Salute if you attended that event in March. So in June, there's going to be everything will happen on Tuesday afternoons from noon until 4:30. I'll drop the link of where you can register because they've already opened registration. It's $300 for certified WBEs to attend the conference, and they're doing something called Insights from WBE Stars and Top Corporations. That's on Tuesdays from noon until 1:30. They'll have interactive industry think tanks on Tuesdays from 2 to 3, and then the think tank outcomes, talking about trends and solutions, on Tuesdays from 3 to 4. And they're going to take each one of the Tuesdays and highlight 4 different industries. So you want to go on the website and see if you're in a particular industry. You definitely want to participate on that Tuesday because you'll be getting lots of information and insight on that industry from a corporate perspective. Again, that's the WBENC National Conference and Business Fair. So it's not a business fair this time, it's just the conference. And mark your calendars. It's all the Tuesdays of June from noon until 4:30. Oh, and thank you, Steph, for putting the link in the chat.
Perfect. Yeah, so the link is right there, and definitely jump over and check it out. Everything's listed on that page. So excited to have something that we can engage in with this year, and definitely keep posted on the WBENC site. And they do send out the email on this, and then the women-owned email that comes out every Wednesday is always one of my favorites as well. Perfect. Okay, so why don't we jump over, Carmen? Tell us what's going on down in South Florida.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. So in South Florida, I do have 3 headliners that I do want to share with you. And the first one is, I'll start with Broward County. So Broward County, Florida Purchasing Division has a current bid solicitation for janitorial services for their county facilities. And this I talked about earlier in the month, but I just wanted to let you know that the deadline to submit your bid is this Friday, May 14th by 2 p.m. So I'll go ahead and put all the information on the chat. And just to make sure that you're aware of that, they really are looking for multiple CBEs and SBEs. They've reserved for you guys, for the small business enterprise owners, these opportunities. So, don't hesitate if you're in the janitorial industry to apply for a contract with Broward County. And then the second headliner, it's from Miami-Dade County. And guess what? They're getting ready for the holidays. So this is some information on a future solicitation that they just posted. And it's for holiday decorations at MIA. And MIA is, of course, Miami International Airport for this year. So what they're looking for is to rent holiday decorations and also for the installation of all the decorations in the exterior and interior of Miami International Airport. And they have set this contract aside specifically for small business enterprises. So I'm also going to go ahead and put the information on this opportunity for those of you that are in that side of the industry to be able to take advantage of this opportunity. And then the last headliner that I do want to share is I want to invite all of you to join me next Tuesday for the Sunset Circle meetup. And it starts at 5:30. It's from 5:30 to 6:30. It's a casual way for us just to connect, talk, and get to know each other. And for you ladies also to network between other members. So I'm looking forward to seeing you then next Tuesday at 5:30. And that's it out of South Florida.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Carmen. And once again, she's going to drop the links in the chat. And if you make sure to check your email, because that email did go out, that the links are also in there. And just so that you know, all of the meetups are also listed on our website as well as on Facebook. So if you ever want to kind of go in and put these in your calendar so that you know when they're coming, you can definitely find those on our Facebook page and then also on our website. And with that, why don't we jump over and Diane, what's happening in Central Florida?
Thanks, Steph. Well, I was just checking the local news, and there is big news here in Central Florida, big sports news. You know, I always like to give a sports headline. And our Orlando City soccer team has been sold to the people who own the Minnesota Vikings in NFL. So that's a big deal. And I always think to myself, how is that going to affect me as a business owner? How can I get contracts? You know, the connection between the Major League Soccer and NFL could lead to some contracts for some people. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about things. Then I also wanted to tell you about a couple other big pieces. I mentioned these last week, but I want to mention them again. They bear mentioning. The SOAR Fund, SOAR, for small business loans, Southern Opportunity and Resilience Fund. This is going to help people recover from the pandemic. They're looking for diverse suppliers they can actually lend money to. This is a whole group of banks and other organizations that have gotten together. So I'll put some information about that. As women business owners, a lot of us might qualify. And then the African American Chamber of Commerce here in Orlando is still presenting a free 11-session webinar series designed to educate minority and small businesses about information that is important to our success and our growth. So we can take advantage of that. It's free, and it doesn't matter if you live in Orlando or Central Florida or not, because it's all virtual. Those were my headlines, and thanks, Stephanie. I'm throwing it back to you.
Awesome. And I love that, Diane, that you talked about, always looking at what's happening no matter what, right? Because you never know what the opportunity is. And I think, it's always a good reminder that these businesses, even sports teams, right? They need everything. And so I love that you mentioned that. And that's going to be interesting to kind of keep an eye on anyway, just to kind of see what's going to happen there. Perfect. All right, Johanna, what's going on over in Tampa Bay?
Yes, thanks, Steph. Hi, everyone. I do see a lot of familiar faces, so hi, everyone. And we had our meetup yesterday for the Cup of Joy with Johanna, and it was wonderful and lovely getting caught up with the benefits of your certification and also talking about what your needs are. And so go ahead, and we love doing these meetups and being here for you women business owners. And if there is a time of the day that works best for you, can you please put that in the chat box? I'm just curious as to what time of the day is a nice time for you to connect. Is it, during your lunch hour, or maybe in the evening or in the morning? We did have a good group at the 10 a.m. So I was wondering if I should keep that time or kind of change it. So that's my question on the meetups. And then I did want to share with you and remind you of the Women's Business, the SBDC, Small Business Development Center, is a resource that is here for you also. And I want to to also, I'm seeing 10 a.m. is good for Jill. Thanks for responding to that. And, really, the SBDC, there's mentorship there, coaches, they provide a lot of expertise, and really they're there to also help you succeed at an affordable rate. And so, or sometimes even free. And I just wanted to share that one of our WBEs was actually featured on the website, and really getting your name out to as many places as you can is really going to help your business grow, and because it's being noticed and being talked about. So I just wanted to give a shout out to one of our WBEs. Her name is Amy Martinez, and she has a laundry company here in Tampa. And she mentions in the article that it says this: one such opportunity was to take advantage of becoming certified as a women's business enterprise through the Women's Business Enterprise National Council, WBENC. That has allowed us to get various city and county contracts in the laundry area, which we may not otherwise have been a front runner for. Due to our minority status and being certified, it's something that is a benefit to our city, county, and our small business, she added. So I just wanted you to know that not only is she certified, but she's taking her business and exposing it to other organizations. So it's not just, okay, I have my certification, I'm good. No, you have to get out there and you have to put your name out there. And she did that, and she's doing a wonderful job of that. So I will share that link in the chat if you're interested in reading all about her and her business. And then the last thing is, me with my desktop notes for women. This one's by Oprah Winfrey. You are responsible for your life. You can't keep blaming someone else for your dysfunction. Life is really about moving on. And so let's move on, ladies. We're having a rough moment. Just move on and not blame other people. It brings more bad energy. And we know positive energy brings more positivity and good things. So there's my little desktop note for today. And that's it. Thanks, Steph.
Oh, I love that. That is so true. And definitely a good reminder if you're having a day, right? Just to kind of pause and move forward. So a couple quick updates here from North Florida before I hand it over to Nancy. One of the things I wanted to mention, and I keep mentioning this every week, is to continue to check all of the websites, your chambers. Everybody up here is starting to do a lot more in-person events. And I wanted to drop, because the Women's Council here in St. Johns County, where I am, is actually doing a free meetup in person right over here at the Hotel at the Beach, 2 miles from my house. So if you want to come and meet me in person, and I see a few of my folks on today, definitely jump over, and love to see you. So, all of these events are starting to fill up quite quickly. They're still doing them at half capacity, most of them. So they do fill up quickly. But that one I noticed still isn't full on registration. So if you want to come over and then, watch that chamber. Also the Jacksonville Chamber is doing their women's events in person again. And then I did want to mention, kind of like Diane, to really keep an eye on all of the events just going on, because events are starting to open up. There's more going on here. I have a friend that has a sign business. She is blowing up in her business right now because everybody's been so eager and excited to things. So really think strategically about what is happening, and if there's anything around all the events going on that you think could be potential for your business, look at the calendars and kind of think creatively, like Diane said, because there is going to be some huge opportunity. The other thing I wanted to mention is there's a lot of articles going on right now talking about trends, looking at the summer, that this year more than ever people are putting in to take their vacation, right? So I know as women business owners that may not apply. However, if anybody think about strategically about what that means for our state, right? I was just on a phone call the other day with 2 local agencies here in town, are in the state. And again, they're trying to look at what's this impact going to have on us, as people will probably come and vacation here in Florida. So think about your customers, think about who you're serving and how that can impact your business, because literally if you're looking on things like Medium or any of the Forbes, there's so many articles right there about how companies are reporting that most of their employees more than ever are putting in to actually take their vacation this summer. So just a little strategic thing. So with that, we want to wrap up the section of headlines and say thank you to our friends out there in Facebook and YouTube land who'll be watching us later on headlines. And we look forward to seeing you guys next week.